Hey everybody, this is Scotty with Sketchy's Garage, and today we're working on the budget beater. We just got done wiring up the trans brake. We're going to take a look at it and we'll have a quick talk about the trans brake and what it does and what it's for and what it's not for. Let's take a quick look at it. To wire up a trans brake is fairly simple. All you need to do is run 12 volts to a button, and then from the button just go down and run it to the solenoid. Let's see if you can get a light. See that solenoid down there? And then the solenoid, you just got to ground one wire, and then the other wire, like I say, goes to the switch. And then just hit the switch, and all it does is that activates it. And what it does is it puts the transmission, when you got it in low gear, it puts it in forward and reverse at the same time, and then you can just hold it to the floor and it'll stall to the stall speed as a converter. So say you got a 2500 stall, you can just press that button in, hold it to the floor, and it'll only rev to 2500. Now you could also wire in what they call a two-step, which will let it go to 2500 and then make it stutter like ba 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 ba. That's what that is. But you don't have to wire that in. You can just hold it to the floor and let it rip tater chip. We're going to go ahead and start it up. Show you this unit. As you guys can tell, it's kind of like the best way to equate it is just dumping the clutch. You just hold in the button and hold it to the floor. It's going to rev to what it revs to. Let off the button and it's like dumping the clutch. They're great for drag racing. They're pretty good for mud racing. But any other motorsports, I can't really think where they're used. A lot of people freak out saying, well, ain't that kind of dangerous? What if you hit the button at the middle of a gear or something? Is it going to lock up? They don't really work like that. Usually the tranny brake will only engage if the motor's under 1500 RPMs. I know you've probably seen it countless times at the drag strip. You'll see a car go to bump in and he's bumping in, rocking back and forth. He's got too many RPMs up, and what he does is he's bumping in and then he grabs his tranny brake button, but he's got so many R's up that it doesn't engage the trans brake, so he rolls through the beams. So you don't really have to worry about that. Some transmissions, if it's got what they call a pro brake in it, if you put it in reverse, the car will not back up unless if you engage the tranny brake button. So if you've ever bought a tranny and the reverse didn't work and you was cussing someone, you might have to have the tranny brake button in it for it to work, for it to back up. I'll show you what else we got in the works. We bought a bottom end for a customer to put in his car, and he ain't paid me. So we decided just to stick it together ourselves and probably put it in that right there. This one's supposed to be a little bit fresher. We got a hydraulic roller cam we're going to put in it. We got some heads that are beat to death. I guess somebody had a disagreement with somebody, and they dropped a bunch of tapered bearings down the carburetor when someone didn't know it, and then they started it up and it just beat it half to death. We lapped all the valves in. It had 5 bent valves and 3 bent exhaust valves, I believe, but we lapped them all in. We're down to getting one to seal up. We're gonna put it together and see what happens. They're a set of 880 rectangular port heads. You can make OK power with them, so we'll give it a shot, see what happens. So what you guys think this thing's going to pick up tomorrow at the drag strip? Let us know in the comments below, and thanks for watching.